everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Lisa from potsiefighter, and I'm back today with another card video for you today. I'm going to do some staple art today. That was my first time doing that, and it was so much fun. I really liked it. So I took this white piece of scrap paper. I roughly drew a tree, which was completely unnecessary, but I still did it. And there I realized how unnecessary it was. So I did erase the pencil lines, and I did have to refill my stapler. And this tree I decided to do in silver with those like normal sized staples. And I am fuzzing around with that a lot. So I'm going to do this tree here in silver. Then I'm on the blue scrap piece you can see up there. I'm going to do a cloud with blue staples in bigger blue staples. And then I'm also going to do a sun with gold staples on yellow paper later. And while I'm stapling, I don't really have to talk too much. So here you can see me the clouds now. So I will play some music right now, and I will be right back with you. So here I stapled all of my images, and I also colored the first two images. I used my gouache and I just painted around the images, and I really like how they turned out. I especially love the tree. I'm going to maybe do a Christmas card with it. I'm not sure yet. Maybe. And now I'm using the Hugs die from Technique Tuesday. It has like this shadow die and also the like the word itself. And I'm going to die cut the shadow from some transparency paper. Not transparency, tracing paper, sorry. And the Hugs like the solid die from black cardstock. And I'm going to, I really like those like bubble or shadow dies, however you want to call them. I really like them. And I'm going to use some Ranger multimedia matte adhesive later to adhere that. Just poking out the little holes with my leather tool, that you can see it. And I think it looks just so adorable. Oh no, sorry, I used my Quickie glue pen. I thought I would use my multimedia matte. Sorry about that. So now I'm putting on my acrylic block to kind of like to put it down a bit. And now I'm trimming out my images just very roughly because it's very abstract card, so didn't want it to be perfect, and it's not because staples are not perfect, but I really like how it looks. I really am happy with how it turns out. And this is the sun now. I'm just thinking about, oh, that's just plain cardstock, like very light brown cardstock, and I wasn't sure what to use, and am I going with the blue one? I thought I would go with the brown one, sorry. So this is a scalloped card, which it just is a beautiful, beautiful card, but I had to poke out all of these tiny pieces, and it did take me quite some time, but it was worth the effort, for me at least. And yeah, this again, it takes some time because it's a lot of things. And I think one wasn't like cut through properly, if I remember. Yes, there was one that really, there we go. So, and now I'm scoring it again, and I really didn't know what sentiments to use, and yeah. So I just took that blue piece of paper. I don't know why I went with liquid glue, because it didn't really stay. So yeah, I end up changing that later, so that's good. I think my nozzle was clogged, so I just had to fiddle around with that. So yeah, I'm just covering that with liquid glue, which again wasn't really a good idea. And I put on a piece of cardstock in between, because otherwise I would have scratched my acrylic block with the staples. So I think, when do I realize that it's a bad idea? I don't know. I was not here, okay. I wasn't really sure where to put my hugs, and so they kind of end up staying right where they are right now, just there somewhere. And I think now, Emma, yes, I'm using double-sided tape now, finally, and that stays in place. So that's way better than the liquid glue. And there you can actually see the paint, not the paint, it's what's it called? Glue. That's, geez, sometimes I can't even think of the easiest words. And I did use quite a bit of tape on that one, just because there were so many staples and I really wanted it to stay in place. So I adhered that, and the sun as well. Such a cute scene card. It's very different, but you can use it for as a mail card, and people often having a hard time finding like ideas or something for mail cards, so that is definitely an option. And I still wasn't too sure about the hugs, and then I finally found a stamp that said sending, and this is the Terrific stamp set from Your Next Stamp, and it actually says, I think, sending warm wishes or something like that, but it just needed the sending, and I stamped that with my Magenta Tuxedo Black ink. And there is the multimedia matte adhesive now, but I kind of splotched it, so yeah, I took a toothpick and that worked perfectly. Put it on my acrylic block again. And I think, am I tearing it with foam tape? Oh no. On the inside, what am I stamping? A smile happens in a flash, but the memory can last a lifetime. That's cute. And I had this piece of like border strip, or the heart border strip thingy, and I just cut it not really in half, but I just wanted like to accentuate the sentiment, so I adhered that as well on the inside of my card. And oops, I just knocked something over. And on the back of my card, I used my Memento Tuxedo Black ink with my Made with Love stamp set from Technique Tuesday. And yes, I'm using foam tape to give it a bit of a 3D-ishness. That's not a word. But yeah. And I peeled off all of the backing and adhered it to my card, and I really like how it turned out. It's super different. I did not do anything with the envelope as far as I remember. No, I did decide to use those iridescent white square sequins. I got those at the range, if I remember correctly, and I just sprinkled them rather liberally, and I think it kind of looks like snow in a way, somehow, maybe, I don't know. But I really like how this turns out. And yeah, I finally used those sequins. I always thought that I actually have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but I did something with it. And so I'm happy about that. And this is my card for you today. I really love the scalloped border. Look at how pretty that is. And yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!